Number 4 suited Hikari is officially going to be releasing tomorrow, as we all expected. Obviously, I did my video even before they started doing the teasers. Honestly, with the story teaser and them kind of showing and pushing, being like, oh look, Hikari's going to be in the story too. It's just like, oh, so she's the next character that's releasing, right? If we're doing the whole Prime Miso event and whatnot, you know, and it's kind of family orientated and whatnot, it's kind of a given to be like, either it's gonna be Hikari that's gonna be releasing, or Kikuru in the number 4 set, or maybe another version of her. But we've already got 2 versions of her. Both of them are pretty decently good in the game itself. So I think it's time we get the final piece of it all and get the mother, the wife, Hikari, that is. Okay, so I don't know what she's capable of. I saw that they dropped her info, so we're going to take a look at it now, see what's going on. The number 4 set is a speed set when it comes to what the kaiju is, right? It's a speed set, so I am going into this hoping it's a speed demon DPS set. That's what I'm hoping for. So without further ado, ooh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually really excited about this character. I really am. So, bro, I'm not gonna lie, the armor looks amazing. Okay, so slash damage. Oh, she's got ST, perfect. So that's gonna be a beautiful link. Oh, hold up, wait a minute, I didn't even see it. Double element. Oh, that's gonna be huge. So see, so she's the first wind element unit. Is she? I take that back. I take that back. There's a 4-star Kaguragi. He's also a wind user. My bad. Well, it's the first 5-star wind user, of course. Yeah. All right. Cool. But there's me panicking. I was like, wait, is she the only wind user? No. There is a 4-star wind user. Okay. But regardless, first 5-star, we'll take it. So double PLT play on hand. So slash and wind damage. Passive skill before activating the ultimate applies acceleration to this unit. Acceleration increases this unit's damage dealt and speed. I like it. After activating combat skill against a core exposed kaiju, +1 SP. That's basically very similar to Narumi, so that's a W. We'll take that. This unit's normal attack, combat skill, and follow-up skill cannot recover ultimate gauge after activation. What? Hold up. This unit's normal attack, combat skill, and follow-up skill cannot recover ultimate gauge after activation. Before activating the ultimate, applies acceleration to this unit. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. Hold up, wait a minute. Wasn't expecting that. So once we drop the ultimate, basically, we'll then go into the acceleration form. I don't know for how many turns. Hopefully they tell us. But whilst we're in the acceleration form, or once we have that status up and running, it's basically going to make it so that we can't get our ultimate again. Interesting. Okay, in that case, I am eager to see on to what extent the damage dealt and the speed will be. Because if it is a considerable amount, then okay, fair play. You know, we can't exactly recover our ultimate gauge. If it isn't to a fair amount, then it's going to be very questionable, I will say. Okay, so that's already a bit of a question mark when it comes to the passive skill. But let's get on with it. Let's see what we're working with. What we got? Woo. Bro, animation of Loki fire. Oh, I'm liking the wings. Oh my god, bro. The look alone and like the animations play, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay, so what are we looking at? Brilliant onslaught. SP cost 1 ultimate. Well, no, SP cost 1 ultimate charge of 90 value. That's kind of standard. So 260%. Is that the combat skill? That is the combat skill. Okay, and it is single target towards a kaiju. Kind of expected. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Wow, I can't even get over the wings, bro. This, damn! Yeah, this ultimate look is fire, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, so there's that attack increase. So yeah, 493% on a single kaiju. Yeah, I mean, she was gonna be a single target, 100%, because they've done so many adjacent and AoEs. She was definitely gonna be single target. Before activating ultimate, applies acceleration 2 turns to the... Oh, for 2 turns! Okay. That's not too bad, then. So that's... Jesus. Before acceleration, after God damn! To be fair, you know what this is? because I know some people are going to be like, oh, we can't get her ultimate now, and I'm just like, she is a PLT destroyer. In terms of her coverage, with the PLT, that's what she is. She is one hell of a breaker. That's what I'm taking away from all of this. And again, her combat skill, again, the damage output from that is going to be pretty disgusting from what I'm seeing. But yeah, she's definitely a crazy breaker. Definitely a crazy breaker. I'm liking it. So yeah, so obviously, I mean, yeah, I mean, we still get that plus SP once that core is exposed, so that's also going to be hugely beneficial for our second DPS, or if we've got multiple other attackers on hand, or if we want to kind of keep on buffing. So yeah, however, while in acceleration state, the normal attack and the combat skill and follow-up skill cannot recover. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm actually cool with that. That's fine. I'm expecting her combat skill to do some gnarly damage, to be fair, especially with the setup that we can provide her, so that's going to be crazy. This unit's defense penetration rate goes up by 16%. That's a bit questionable, but hey ho, we'll take it. Dupe 2, while in the acceleration state, this unit's crit damage goes up by 24%. The turn duration of acceleration applied by passive skill plus 1. The turn duration of acceleration applied by passive skill plus 1. So it goes to 3 turns now. Do we want that? Do we want that? Okay, and then plus 2 on the combat skill and the ultimate. Okay, 4 dupe. Each time this unit destroys a PLT, applies. Okay, that's a given right there. They even know it. That's a given right there. So each time a PLT is destroyed, apply slash damage increase of 6% for 2 turns to this unit, max 3 stacks. That's going to be easily obtainable. And then the final dupe, before activating the ultimate, applies a forestall. After the applier attacks a kaiju in the state, deals slash damage equal to 100% of this unit's attack. Okay, that's pretty. We'll take that. That's pretty nice. We'll take the additional damage. Again, I'm curious to see on what the damage output is going to be like. So I'm not gonna lie, I low-key wouldn't mind pulling 3 copies of them. if I'm being honest, I'm definitely gonna see if my luck. Like if obviously I do want a weapon too, so I might go the whole 9 miles for this unit, definitely. So okay, her kit is looking pretty nice. Is that it? Oh, here we go. What is these? Oh, passive. Okay. At the start of the battle, this unit's ultimate gauge. Oh, so they're pretty much pushing to get their ultimate ASAP. Okay. When attacking a core exposed kaiju, the unit's crit damage goes up by 24. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so I feel like the lizard set might be quite nice for her. Each time this unit destroys a PLT, applies an attack of 4% for 2 turns. This unit sorry, at max 5 stacks. Right. Okay. So I'm starting to see that even in the acceleration state, it is not a bad thing because they know exactly on the role that she's playing in terms of the consistency of the PLT that she's going to be destroying, and so in correlation to all of that, she's actually going to be giving herself that attack increase. So to be fair, in the long run, yes, you're not going to be getting your ultimate gauge up, and I feel like some people might be kind of iffy about that, but if you look at the bigger picture, she's actually benefiting from coming in with the speed timeline a lot more, so that way those PLTs are being destroyed. That is then allowing her to do more damage, so effectively her combat skill is going to be picking up and doing damage through that, of course. And again, it's only on for 2 turns, unless you get the second doom, then it's going to be on for 3 turns, so it's not the end of the world, to be fair. But I suspect her damage output building up is going to be quite nice, more so on the combat skill. To be fair, boys, I'm not going to lie. Fair play to them. Fair play to them. Because, of course, they didn't make it so that it's overly broken in terms... Because this acceleration is insane. Just imagine if they said that, yeah, you could just keep dropping your ultimate. That would be crazy. She would just be too much of a broken character. But to be fair, even though they're holding up the ultimate and giving us that acceleration state, if you really think about it, again, we don't know what the weapon's going to be providing us. I reckon the weapon's also going to be doing some crit damage increase. So, like... The lizard set for her is going to be amazing, of course. That's probably going to be the go-to set, if I'm being completely honest. I'm pretty sure there's a speed set. Let me just double check. Yeah, screw the speed set. It's for the supports. I forgot. But yeah, of course, the lizard set will more than likely be the more efficient one for her. I don't think I would run the fungal set because then yeah, I think RNG at that point is going to be pretty tough. Unless they drop a new set which caters to, what was it? Slash? Because we don't have any slash damage. Yeah. I mean, that could work if they choose to release her with a new gear set to where it caters to slash damage. But as of right now, I think the lizard set is going to be the one for her personally, because I think the crit damage through the passive, through the dupe, and then I assume it's going to carry over to the weapon. That's going to play a huge role. So obviously that is going to be the more favored set in my personal opinion. But honestly, with this character, she sounds pretty good, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, once we got our hands on her, we can kind of see where she's at. But so, we kind of know now what she's capable of. We got the Speed Demon inbound tomorrow. So, it just really comes down to what you guys need, what you guys want. So, obviously, to those that did kind of wait out, because of course, it's still available. If you are in need of that AoE power, then you guys can decide. But if you want that if you want that Speed Demon DPS, then Hikari is in the building. She is a PLT destroyer. She's a Speed Demon PLT destroyer. I mean, then again, if you've got a Narumi, then you can kind of chill back and rely on that, because Narumi effectively tackles all PLTs, right? Because of course with Hikari, you got to be very specific. She's a PLT destroyer for her specific PLTs that she has. So there's that difference, of course. So if you are a fan of having the Speed Demon on board, then I wish you all the best of luck. But again, I'll pull her, we'll do our testing, we'll see how much of a crazy unit that she is, and then we'll go from there. Because again, because she's in so many times, it kind of classes as like an AoE character, if that makes sense, right? Because you can use all three of these to target multiple kaijus to weaken them, and then so on and so forth. With the team setup, you can kind of clear it out on an AoE basis, of course. But yeah, a lot to think about with this character. I'm not gonna lie, my mind's kind of all over the place because I'm thinking of so many possibilities. So for right now, I'm gonna leave it as that. She sounds great. I am very excited for this character. We'll see what happens tomorrow when she drops, and you best believe, boys, I'm gonna go all in. I'm not gonna max her out because I'm not gonna go that crazy, but we're gonna see if we get lucky and pull multiple copies.